Wow, guys. Okay, so I want to talk to you all about mm, still astrology. We haven't let it go. You know, I'm here doing my light language mermaid songs. I do them from time to time. I have mentioned to you a lot of people here at YouTube over time who I feel you need to kind of just go and look at their work and allow it to inspire you. One I'm going to talk about today is Juliet Cleary, and then I'm pushing mine forward. Juliet talks about deciding. When you make a decision, it's yours, right? She talks about us living in our own worlds, and those worlds being like you see the world through the television you're looking at, and I see it through mine. Sometimes they coexist. Sometimes we've got the same players on the screen, and sometimes we really don't, right? It would behoove a lot of people to go back and look at her work from a couple years ago. I started watching, I think, Juliet Cleary in 2021 or 2022. It's 2025 now. I haven't really been caught up on her, but she has moved fast, and I'm now in pace right next to her. Okay, so, or I don't know if I'm next to her because I haven't seen her in a minute because I've just been in my own work. So one of the things I wanted to give everyone today is that we are truthfully some very powerful beings on this planet. And the more that we understand this about ourselves, the better off we are. When you don't believe in your power, and I know that I've just lost a whole lot of people when I say that, including people that I know who may be watching this, who are just checking up on me because they're trying to keep some bullshit going, pardon my language. But at the end of the day, you know you have been sent forth with, and that you don't matter no more. Okay? But let's get back to this. Once you realize that your imagination holds everything in place, your imagination, what Dr. Fred Allen Wolf, I think Dr. Wolf likes to call it, he calls it quantum mechanics. If we are looking outside and we see the structures that we all know are there, that is a collective decision to keep them there. And when we all turn our heads and we no longer see them there, unless a new collective comes in to see them there, right, they're going to disappear. And they literally, in this world right now, this should be something easy for you to be able to get, especially if you live in a college town. Okay, so if you live in a city that has a lot of universities and stuff like that in it, you know that the old neighborhood is in the process of switching. It's not even called gentrification right now. It's being called the universities are pushing. Okay, so a block that used to look one way that you came back to maybe 2 or 3 years ago for Thanksgiving has been knocked down and brand new structures are put in place. A new collective has imagined something different and it is there. Okay? This is life. And so every single time we all forget how powerful we are through our imagination, we keep in place structures that are causing us problems. We have to begin to imagine it a different way. Your imagination is much more important. But for a lot of people, they go, I don't know how to imagine. You did when you were a kid. So you want to look at it as daydreaming or pretending. But it gets to be much more powerful when you are moving at the level of beings. When you're moving at the level of a class of energies that can change parts of life, class of energies and beings that you're willing to make offerings to. They are real. But there's a whole nother class there that a lot of people don't know about that are siphoning energy because a lot of people don't know how powerful they are. So as a result, we keep in place structures that make our lives harrowing until we decide we don't anymore. Notice I said decide. And then we imagine different. That changes your life. That literally changes your life. And some of us here are such powerful imagination people. We are changing the planet right now. Literally right now. There are so many things that are being released for mankind that's going to make it so that those who are worried about things that they were worried about in the past, they're going to get solutions within the next 3 months. They're going to have solutions. And if those solutions, if the person who's doing the big imagining decides, the old system is still trying to keep these people in bondage, you know what I mean, and subterfuge and some nonsense, they're going to break it down even further, and people will get even further answers to problems that have been literally making them sick. The imagination is extremely powerful, period. And depending upon, back into the astrology, how your astrological chart is set up, it determines a lot of who you're going to be and how you're going to do this. Because for the people that go, oh, the money houses in the astrology chart are they're wrong. They could be right for the people that it works for. But for the people that don't have a setup according to what it is that fits finally for them, as far as how they understand things to work, they have no solution for you. So don't pay your money to them. You have to do the research on your own, and you have to begin to imagine your life differently. And you have to begin to understand that there are some hallmarks, some big body beings out there called planets that say if they sitting in certain houses in your chart that don't have nothing to do with money, oh, it just became a money house. Okay? You have to look in there, find out where creativity is the 5th house. So where's Leo in your chart? Right? Understand that's your self-worth. If it's in the 2nd house, right? But where is Leo in your chart? It's going to have something to do with creativity. For people who are rising cancers with something in the chart for the 2nd house or nothing in there, your self-worth, you believing in yourself, you believing in your ability to be able to create things, is what's going to make your life better. Okay? A person who has Leo in the 4th house, it's going to be about literally the home and your parents and all of your family. But your immediate family, a lot more. Okay? I'm not getting into that deeply because I really want you to understand. Go watch the movie What the Bleep by Dr. Fred Allen Wolf. I watched that so many years ago. It's got Marlee Matlin in it, I think is what her name is. They talk about the science of water, writing words on water, and the water picking up and holding the vibration of those words, and those different words meaning something different now to you as you drink this water. Because what they do in the movie is they take a picture of the crystals that are created once that word has been written on the water and allowed to sit a certain amount of time. I think it might be overnight or something like that. The point is, you need to understand your imagination is key. The 5th house, Leo, owns imagination. It owns drama, childlike joy, creativity, you name it. It's all sitting in that 5th house. Okay? I am telling you, again, check out Juliette Cleary. I've said her name before. I'm saying it again. Check out Juliette Cleary. Go look at her stuff. And come back here if you have any questions for me when it comes to imagination, because I'm going to be talking about how imagination, you imagine your world, but imagine it beyond the parameters of what you keep seeing here. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.